everyone.
I did know about moving my lips. I'm getting good at ventriloquism. Hello. It's me and
Brenda.
It's the end of the month. It's a film review.
And this time it's not a classic.
No, it's one I chose this time. It's a modern film. What was it? 2014, I think it was. I've got 2013 here on the disc.
And IMDb says, 2013.
Okay, 2013. So fairly recent.
Yeah, pretty recent, considering.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm moderate about it. I don't dislike it, I don't like
Should I
it.
say what the actual name of the film is? That might be a good bloody start.
Which name? That's true.
Well, it's called After the Dark, but its original working title was called The Philosophers. And somewhere it became After the Dark, and I don't know why it changed name or when it changed name.
Well, for one thing, it was first released in Russia in 2013.
Yeah, but when I watched it in 2013 or 2014,
Probably.
it was called The Philosophers.
And I guess.
And then every time I tried to find it, it was called After the Dark.
Hold on. Let's see. There might have been another film called The Philosophers and copyright issues.
That might have been it.
Probably it. I mean, it was an okay film.
It was.
I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. So.
It's not a film. It's not like other films, is it? It's not a film you're going to sit there and you're meant to enjoy it. It's a bit of an odd one.
Yes, but it is a very odd one. Do you want to give the premise? And then we can discuss what we liked about it and what I found.
Picture yourself in Jakarta.
For some strange reason, that's where they sit.
Yeah, for some strange reason it's in Jakarta. You were in a philosophy class with the rest of your fellow students.
It's the second to last day of the year, from what it sounds like. Graduation is tomorrow.
Yeah. So last year, the proper academic day of the year, then the philosophy class is sat there, and the teacher sets them a thought experiment to see whether they pass or fail. Post-apocalyptic, nuclear, atomic,
whatever,
geothermic, whatever.
Something or other that involves destruction.
End of the world. Each of you have to decide who is going to get into the bunker and survive, and who isn't. And there's 21 of them, but only 10 spaces in the bunker. Each of them are then assigned roles, and given an attribute as well, which does or does not match up with their role. And yeah, it gets very sort of in-depth and ethical and
weird.
Yeah.
And shows that basic science was not taught at the school.
No. It's like, you need to decide which 10 are going to get in to survive in a post-apocalyptic world. And they kept, letting the fashion designer die. Despite the fact that she is the only person who would be able to fashion clothes out of raw materials.
She lived in the last one.
Yeah, but that was just a joke one. That wasn't a proper.
Yeah. So the main reason I find there's a few problems I have with it. First things first is they all die of epoxy when they had plants. If they had actual plants growing inside, they would have eventually started their own.
Yes. There's only enough oxygen and food for the 10 to survive 1 year in the bunker.
And 1 year is not enough time to survive anything.
Well, no.
So,
no.
Yeah, that's another
Basically,
problem.
physics went out the window, but...
Oh, yeah. Basic science went out the window. I mean, I get it was a philosophy class.
Yeah.
But even then, basic science should have been in their head.
It's a special type of radiation which only lasts 1 year.
I'm sorry. So even if it was a real situation, they'd all die when they opened the door.
And it is possible it would have to have been something like radon or antonium.
Yeah, but even then...
Yeah, that would have a half-life of about a year, but then...
There'd still be
traces in food and stuff.
Plus ramifications to what happened to the planet if that happened. Because even if it lasted a year, a half-life of a year, ramifications on the planet, all sorts of things would have happened. Things would have changed.
Yeah. It would have affected the DNA of plants, animal life as well, and
likelihood is even... So, yeah, there's huge ramifications that they didn't think about, and I guess for a philosophy class they wouldn't have, but even then, there are some good parts. The acting's pretty good.
The acting is good.
I mean,
it's quite realistic.
I think every single person did their proper part. So you did actually feel like these kids were making these life decisions.
Yeah.
And they're 20 years old and still in high school.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it works in Indonesia, but yeah.
That doesn't make sense. Especially if it's an international school. So even then, that definitely doesn't make sense, because Because these kids are not, I don't think any of them were Indonesian. Were any of them Indonesian?
No.
So, that's a question. Let me just check the,
Yeah, let's check this list of who stars in it. Let's see if any name is striking as particularly Indonesian.
And but none of them were, I'm pretty sure, so I don't get why it was based in Jakarta. It would have made more sense if it was a university class,
Things.
not a high school.
It's an olive branch presentation in association with Suara Citra Televisi, which might be Indonesian. So it might be an Indonesian studio producing it.
Which means it makes sense to be there, but again, what? I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, here we are. Executive producer Balaji Rio. So yeah.
It was, yeah, but
Indonesian
even
production.
then, does high school last until you're 20 in Indonesia? Because that would make little sense.
They do good coffee, I know that.
Well, yes. That's important. Indonesia does get coffee. And hey, I supposedly learned Indonesian for 3 years. That didn't stick. I think it stuck with my brother. He still might be able to speak Indonesian. But this movie, the setting made no sense. And the age made no sense. Because, I'm sorry, I don't think a high school philosophy class would have that question put to it.
Well, my high school philosophy class didn't. Nor did my university degree have that question. They had the similar thought experiments which were mentioned, like the you got 5 person on one track, train's coming, you have the choice to switch it onto another track which will kill one, do you?
And,
The infinite monkeys, infinite typewriters one.
and while I didn't take philosophy classes, during certain classes we had questions for, I'm not sure if there's a set, but if if you're in a burning building, you have a chance to save one family member of 5 strangers. Who would you save?
Which is similar to the
yeah. So I've had that one, but but when it comes down to it, the age limit, the age gap,
my response is just walk off and let them all die. Through my agency, none of them die, and it's not my fault. But then I did meta-ethics, so I am absolved of all guilt, for I have no conscience.
I luckily wasn't asked that question, someone else was. So.
This is the thing, this is something I've had said to me by a few of my old teachers when I told them I was doing ethics in my philosophy course. People who study ethics become the most unethical people.
Yeah.
I think it's true in my case.
Anyway, the acting was good. The settings were gorgeous. Made no sense, but gorgeous. It was.
Oh yeah, it was a very beautiful set.
The only thing I complain about is when they're in the bunker, it is totally super dark. There isn't a lot of lighting in the first 2 things. You can't really see this.
There isn't a lot of lighting.
And that's, sometimes you're like, okay, which character is with who now?
But then you'd have that could add a sense of realism to it, because you wouldn't have like super powerful
I know, but
lights.
even then,
Yeah, I know.
Even then, at least there would be some light, but it doesn't look like there's really any light for some of the scenes.
Mm.
And
I kind of want to reel off who the people were and see who the audience would pick to save in the bunker.
okay, but let's give all the information.
I might just do it in the description, put the list out, and then people can choose.
Yeah, and see what happens. I mean, we won't judge, and I think we'll enjoy seeing what you guys say.
I just want to see what people would choose, to be honest.
I think we both thought about that while watching the film. Then again, I also thought I'd just kill them all. They all annoyed me, most part. Hey, they all annoyed me. You know how I get when people annoy me.
So you don't go and kill them all.
Okay.
You just kill some of them as a lesson to the
I
others.
did love the ending with the guy, the redhead, who was like...
Oh, Chips, yes.
The ending was, he lives on an island with 6 women.
And despite being sterile, because that was his role, he has sex with all of them in an attempt to try and get one pregnant to repopulate
Because he is
the planet.
right. At that age limit,
Yeah,
being sterile at that age is, unless it was a medical thing,
yeah.
truth be told, because the other one who was technically sterile was the zoologist, and that was because she had
ovarian cancer.
when she was 12 and had
And had a hysterectomy, so
Yeah.
she had all her parts scooped out of her, or whatever it is they do for hysterectomy, I don't know.
and had to have her ovaries removed.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she's there, So why would she sleep with him if she doesn't have to?
Well, no, she couldn't get pregnant if she tried.
No,
It's,
but
yeah.
I love how he killed off all the other guys.
Yeah, it was just me with 6 women, and the other 3 guys in the boat going, "What about us?" Barracuda attack, you drowned, you had coconuts fall on your head. And it's like
Sure.
that's
They
one
would have
way to
all
get
died
rid
when the guys pressed. Yeah, eventually.
of them. Yeah.
And
But yeah, they did the experiment 3 times. The first one was you just got their roles. The second one was you got them.
no, they had the roles, but they didn't know the second half.
Yeah, and the second one was you got an extra bit of information. And then the third one was the meant to be the brightest girl in the class took over and just let all of the entertainment people get through.
I mean, in a way, I can see adding some entertainment value
Yeah,
to
so
it all because
They all died,
stress.
but they died happy.
Yeah, because stress keeps you calm.
Stress keeps you
no.
calm.
And stressful if you don't no, not
I know what you're trying to say, yeah. Keeping stress levels down and keeping calm
means that likelihood is you could repop because in a stressful
increases
situation.
your survival chances.
Yeah, if you're too stressed out, things go wrong.
Yeah. Because then stress has quite a few mechanical effects on the body,
Oh yeah.
which I learned from my psychology classes.
I mean, it was a good film. It was an okay film.
You didn't enjoy it, did you?
I moderately about it. I mean, I did hate it. There were some really good parts and some funny parts. But on the top of all that, the stuff I learned in science class, and all I'm saying is that none of these kids have a science class. Because, okay, so you have a farmer, he grows greens, your air runs out in a year. I'm pretty sure that's not correct either.
Yeah, if you didn't have plants in there, they had recycled
And
carbon
he had
dioxide.
people collecting plants beforehand because
Well,
it
he
was the-
didn't. That was a trick, if you remember. Because they all got to the bunker before the guy did.
Yeah, which is another stupid
I
idea.
don't want to say too much in case I ruin.
But yeah, but that's another thing. He should have still at least had them do that.
Wow, he should have done. He didn't.
Yeah. So even then,
But
there
he
were
wasn't
plants
fair.
in the.
He
There
wasn't.
were,
He wasn't the smartest kid in the class, was he?
no, but there was also plants already in there.
It was. Yeah, they had a garden area.
So they had a garden area. If those plants were real, which I'm guessing they were, they should have at least been starting to. Yeah, the part that I know that all my science and the science just made no sense, and I'm guessing it was because of philosophy, because it was a philosophy thing. But even then, you'd think that they'd remember some basic science. It was a good film.
I'm not letting you into my philosophy class.
I wouldn't take it. It was a good film, but the logic made no sense, and that's a problem.
I think the logic made sense. I just think they missed out some critical.
Logical points.
They missed out some valid premises. Which
Yeah, there should have been more premises. And I mean, and finding out the reason for why the thought experience happened at the end just was like, oh, okay, that's just... Why? Why do that? It was a good film. If you like things that make you question, I'd suggest watching it. I mean, you enjoyed it.
It is meant to make you question. It is meant to make you think a little bit. That's the point of
I'm in the
philosophy.
middle on it, and I think that's the best I can give you. You enjoyed it.
I enjoy it. It's not a particularly exciting film, but it's enjoyable to watch and sort of play along with.
And like I said, I'd watch it again, mostly for the acting and the scenery. I'll just...
And you could always, at a dinner party, and show other people and get them to join in the experiment, see what they'd say.
True.
Or is it just me who does stupid things like that?
Yeah, I wanted to... Do you want to know what I want? I wanted to do the red button experiment on half my class once. You know, if there's a big red button that says do not push, see how many actually push it?
Oh, I push it.
Yeah, I did that.
It's,
I wanted
it's
to do...
reverse psychology. It's just...
Yeah,
the
I
more you
wanted to
tell
see
some-
how
yeah.
many people would do that.
You
I
know.
wasn't allowed by a teacher.
The more you tell someone you can't do it, the more you want to do it. It's...
So yeah, that was my type of experience. See how many people would actually destroy the world.
Sounds fun.
Hey, it's another question. Would you press the big giant red button?
If I don't know what it does, and I'm just told I'm not allowed to press it, yes, I would.
See, we all have our weird things. But yeah, so this is our first non-classic film review that we've done together.
It'll probably be the last time I get to choose the film because Brenda didn't
No, I
like it.
think Brenda didn't mind it. I didn't say I didn't like it.
But anyway, I shall type up in the description the list of the 21 people.
Well,
And-
20 in the wild card, which we should.
The 21 people.
Oh yeah, 21 students. I forgot the poet.
And see which 10 you wanted to save.
Plus the wild card.
Plus the wildcard, yeah. Wildcard being someone you know nothing about and you have to decide whether you save them based on what you don't know. Twists.
Yes, fun twists, fun turns.
But yeah, I think that wraps it up then.
And I guess this is technically the anniversary of my first film review with you. Because
Yes, it would be, yes. Because last month was the anniversary of my channel, so yes.
when we were together, yeah.
And it's been with the channel 1 year.
Hi everyone. I've been with you 1 year. You've been stuck with me for 1 whole year.
Are we going to make it another whole year?
We'll see.
We'll see. So that's all from me.
And me.
I shall see you on Tuesday. I was going to say next week, but no, I do
No, you'll
Tuesday
see you
videos
guys.
now.
You'll see Tuesday. You'll be there Tuesday to do a tea review.
2-time Tuesday video.
Don't look at me. I'm not sure I'll be there or not.
So I'll just see you guys Tuesday.
And I'll see you guys in a month or not. Who knows?